Sleep Token, Dark Signs. Is it any good? Alright guys, we're on the 4th song of Sundowning. I am so excited to be on the Sleep Token journey. I appreciate all of you who have been joining me, whether new or you've been continuing to join me since the first reaction to Sleep Token. So without further ado, let's see what this song is about. They don't miss, they haven't missed yet. I don't expect that they're gonna miss here. Let's see what they got. Okay, I like this. Hear that bass in the back? Kind of sounds like a bass anyways.
Where I was raised, there wasn't no street lights. Just pitch black and passing headlights. Where we met, there must have been dark signs, omens in your skies. Most days you reach for safety.
Oh man.
Forget that you know me. When we met, I could see dark signs, alarm bells in your eyes, and I miss the man I was. The moment we left off. And I hate who I have become. Every time I wake up. And if you saw
Every time, bro.
the new scars that I didn't ask for, would you call asking for answers? Tear my arms off. Most days you reach for safety. Remain calm, forget that you know me.
Hold on, man. I really try not to pause too much, but I want to say a couple things. So right here, what I'm interpreting this as is, being around a place where all you see is basically darkness. The only thing that you truly see are headlights, that are brimming, which could be a sign of danger, because if you don't see any sort of lights aside from the headlights coming towards you, it seems like a pretty dangerous place to be in, because it's 9 times out of 10 you're not going to know that these headlights are coming towards you till it's a little too late, maybe, you know what I mean? So it just seems like a place of danger, a place of unknown, and ironically enough, this person that he finds, it seems to be, not good for him, because he saw dark signs. Which is, again, interesting, because in this place with no light, you're still able to see signs even though they're dark. You know what I mean? Like that might be like a whole different kind of, a whole other depth of like danger, so to speak. But you see these signs, right? And a sign is something that can show you what is what. It can give you direction. It can give you some understanding or some sense of security in a place where you have no understanding. You have no sense of security. So the reason that Sleep Token, or I say Sleep Token, Vessel would gravitate towards something like this in this sort of a scenario would be because at least the danger that you know is better than the danger that you don't. At least feeling something, this affection or having this sense of security, is better than having nothing at all. And that's what I'm gathering from this so far. We're going to keep on listening. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. Oh, and I also wanted to talk about how he says, you reached for me for safety, but he was just talking about how his arms were torn off. So you reached to me for safety, but then how am I able to reach to anybody else in a safe way for safety. You know, are you ripping my arms off so that I can't necessarily reach for you, but also push away, and you have all of the power to bring me even like closer to you, even though you might not be the best thing for me, but I'm so blinded and so scared and so afraid of everything else. I'm willing to just take this leap of faith, so to speak, and I'm willing to allow myself to fall deeper and deeper into this darkness with you, because what other choice do I have at this point? Anyways, let's keep listening.
Remain calm, forget you know me. No, when we met, I could see dark signs. Alarm bell in your eye, and I miss the man I was. The
Mm,
moment we and I hate who I've become.
this is beautiful, man.
Every time I wake up,
Mm, mm, that's crazy. Wow.
and I miss the man I
Oh. Mm, mm. Ooh, you hearing all this? The background vocals? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, bro. Oh, this one right here is one of my favorites. Oh. Mm. I'm about to give my thoughts on this. If you made it this far, though, I appreciate you very much. And if you would be so kind, it'd be great if you let the like. It help me a lot. Just saying, if you choose to, that's great. If not, that's awesome too. Do as you feel. I'm just putting it out there. I appreciate you nonetheless for making it this far and vibing out with me. But yeah, I'm gonna get into my thoughts, man. Here we go. So this song is most definitely about toxic relationship. A lot of you in the comments were talking to me about how basically I've been interpreting some of these things um, a little too deeply, a little too over analytical, and a lot of the times it's basically about their songs tend to revolve around toxic relationships and toxicity and wanting things that aren't necessarily the best for you. And I feel the vibe strongest actually with this one. And I think that the whole thing about like just illustrating the feeling of loneliness, like I feel like we can all kind of relate, man. So kind of just being in a situation, being in a predicament where we feel so just out of sorts and out of our element completely, and finding something or someone that can be looked at as a solution, but it's not really a solution. It's just in a way better than what we have, but it is also just as terrible for us. And it's probably not the best move to for us to go with as far as solving this problem and making it through this and making progress. And I think that that's what this is about. And he even talks about how he misses the man that he was prior, and he hates the man that he becomes when he wakes up. Like he misses the man that he was when he first like went on this journey, and he had that feeling of positivity, like, oh, this is gonna be better, like this is gonna be great, this is gonna be, I'm happy. He's finally happy. And even though that happiness and that feeling of like security, that sense of security was misplaced, it was still happiness nonetheless, and it was a feeling of finally having an understanding of what to do, where to go, when you were just coming from a place where you had no idea. And to then, in a way, put that feeling of positivity as like metaphorically, you're in a dream state where everything is sunshine and rainbows and it's bliss and everything's great, to then waking up to reality and hating the fact that you now understand that that sense of security that you had was misplaced. And now, like, as blissful as you were ignorant, and now that you're finally awake and seeing things for what they are, you're kind of back to just feeling lost again because you didn't really make any progress. You didn't really go anywhere. If anything, you might have taken a couple steps back. But you're really just ignorance is bliss, and like, man, you just wish. Can I just go back to the point where I was uh still kind of stuck in this honeymoon phase, so to speak? And I still go back to this point where I was happy, even though I was ignorant, I was blissful. Ignorance is bliss. I'd rather be ignorant and blissful than disillusioned and terrified. Like, what an amazing song. That's how I interpret it. And again, this is stuff revolving around toxicity. It's very clear. This is, to me, this is not just a thing. This is Vessel speaking of a person, being close to somebody who was clearly just not good for you. You saw dark signs. There were danger signs everywhere, but unfortunately, it's like, hey, this I felt comfort in this danger because at least this is the danger that I know. At least this made me feel kind of good. I wasn't feeling good at all before. So even though this is misplaced and I'm delusional, I'm allowing myself to just to be swept away by the happy feelings. I'm just missing out on all the nonsense that's to come to follow, or not even to come to follow, all the nonsense that may be chipping away at me unbeknownst to me subconsciously, or while I'm feeling happy. That high, when I come down from this high, the crash is going to be immense. So that's how I'm reading this song, man. And I just love the sound of this song. I love the switch up of this song. I love the tempos of this song. Like, every time we get like those little bits of those percussions with two coming in to kind of help set things into that more intense sort of a scenario, even if Vessel isn't really singing that much, like, you can really tell, and you guys talk about this all the time, how they can each do something different to complement each other, so where you still get the vibe you need. Vessel doesn't need to be going crazy and singing aggressive and sorry, I had an alarm go off. Vessel doesn't need to be singing all aggressive and going wild and all that stuff for you to feel this feeling of intensity. Just as the drums don't need to be going crazy all the time, the beat doesn't need to be so intense all the time. You can have one part of the song, one part of this art intense, while the other one complements it with like some sereneness. Like, it's the balance is crazy. The balance is always A1. Man, I, I can't believe I've gone this far without listening to this band, man. And again, this is their debut album that I'm listening to, right? 4 songs in, and um, it's no wonder to me that people, by and large, fell in love, because I sure did with this sound. Like, this is great, right up my alley. So if you felt any way about my interpretation, you let me know. If you feel like I'm missing something, of course, let me know, because it might not just be me. It might be somebody else in the comment section, somebody else viewing that might look at your comment and get a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I always try to leave a comment on my videos before I put in public to kind of let you know where my headspace is at in regards to these songs, and that way y'all can chime in if you like. But yeah, dope community, and definitely leave your feedback, and support each other, hook each other up, and yeah, just keep vibing, man. You got more to go for this album, and I am so stoked to be able to share my journey with you guys. And I hope you've been enjoying so far. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Like I said, if you made it this far, leave a like. Maybe share my stuff with your friends if you think that they may be like minded as well. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Anything to also help a brother out would be greatly appreciated. If you want to. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see y'all in the next one, hopefully. And either way, appreciate you. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Be well, be safe. Peace out.